Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Brandon and today I'm going to be doing my February book haul. So yeah, with that being said, let's get right into it. The first book that I want to show you is Keep Her Safe by K.A. Tucker. It says it's like a thriller, but I'm pretty sure it's like an erotic thriller. He Will Be My Ruin, which I read, is nothing like a thriller whatsoever. The format is, I don't know, it's just not a thriller in my opinion, but that's just me. This one was really interesting because I wasn't expecting so much of the sexual stuff. Like, the two main characters get it on, like, really on, if you know what I'm talking about. I was not expecting that, and that just really dampened my mood on this book. That is why I'm really hesitant to go into this one, because I'm expecting it to be a little erotic, very sexual, and, have some element of mystery in there. This one follows two main characters, and one of the main characters, his name is Noah, and he is a, cop living this comfortable and privileged life in this town until his mother reveals this secret that literally changes everybody's lives and his life. The other main character, her name is Gracie, and she is surviving in this other town, and the two meet and of course try to find out all these secrets and unburied truths and try to get answers in the Austin Police Department, because that's where the two are related or tied to. But the scandal that comes through trying to find the secret is bigger than they ever imagined. It's a really hefty book, like 400 pages. I don't know what to expect, but hopefully it'll be good. The next book I want to show you guys, also very exciting, and one of my most anticipated reads of the year, Mr. Tender's Girl by Carter Wilson. I haven't heard anyone talking about this book. This book is relatively new, but I don't know anyone who has read it. This book reminds me of the creepypasta story Slender Man. This book centers around a girl who is attacked by her two classmates when she was a lot younger. These two classmates attack her in the name of Mr. Tender. Mr. Tender was created by her father, the victim's father, for a series of graphic novels. The main character, she grows up and she tries to get her life back together, but soon someone is watching her and knows all her secrets. It says on the back that Mr. Tender is never far behind, and he comes with a smile that seduces and a dark whisper in her ear. This book is also inspired by a true story, which is relatively interesting and kind of scary. But I'm excited to start this because I haven't read a book that I have actually been genuinely scared by or terrified. So we'll see, but really excited to start this. Please let me know if you guys have read this book. When I first saw this, though, I thought it said Mr. Tinder's Girl, so I was like, what? The next book that I got is Stags by M.A. Bennett. This book primarily follows a main character who goes to this prestigious new school. And of course, as all prestigious schools have, are elite clubs. Social elite clubs that are private, that are powerful, that, have at least a couple attractive people in them that the main character will probably fall for, that trope. And guess what? She gets invited to one of the private members' estates for this weekend retreat. Well, they'll be hunting, shooting, and fishing. The outcome of this is that whoever impresses the club members will be invited to join their club. I mean, that's kind of insane and sick if you kind of think about it, but it's one of those things, one of those tropes. That, of course, that she'll go, and guess what? She has to survive, because it turns out it's not only a game, like a simple game, but an actual game of cat and mouse and survival. So this sounds very interesting. The whole reason why I picked it up was the premise itself. Again, YA psychological thrillers don't really go well with me, but I'm willing to give them a chance here and now and then. Again, I don't really take them too seriously anymore. The next book that I got is No Easy Target by Iris Johansen. So this book primarily follows a woman who has the ability to communicate and understand animals, which is really cool. People want to use her gift, I think, when her secret is exposed and she has to go on the run and make herself a no easy target, basically. I picked this up at Barnes & Noble at the bargain price section, and I only got this for $6.98. Which is literally $7. The next book that I got is Force of Nature by Jane Harper. This is book 2 in this series where it follows a main detective trying to solve a mystery in each book. The first book is called The Dry, and the two differences between the novels are the two drastically different settings. I haven't actually read the first book yet, but I mainly got this just because of the plot, and the plot sounds very interesting because it's about a group of friends, colleagues, a group of women who go for a weekend, a hike into the woods, 5 of them, and only 4 come out alive. So in each of the characters of the 4 friends tell a different story as to what happened, so the detective has to go and try to find out what really went on, in that forest. Is she missing? Did a murder happen? Who knows? But a bunch of secrets, obviously. It sounds very interesting. Again, we have a totally drastic atmospheric change, and I'm really excited to see the differences between the two. So the next book I got, also at Barnes & Noble for bargain priced, Lair of Dreams by Leigh Bud Bray. I was about to say Leigh Bardugo. It's a mistake I have continually made. And I know the two authors have written drastically different books, but I just keep saying Lee Bardugo and just Lee Bray just because they both have the same first letters of their first and last name, so it's confusing, guys, okay? I'm reading the first book right now, and I'm really enjoying it and liking it so far. And I saw this at the bargain price section, and I was like, why not? Not a fan of the cover change, though. I'm pretty sure this series has the most drastic cover change of any series I've ever seen. None of the books in the series match unless you get the paperback editions. I guess that makes it really unique. Each book is different in the series. I don't know if it's just a trilogy or if it's more than just 3 books. If you guys don't know what The Diviner is, you've been living under a rock because, honestly, people talk about it all the time. I've heard wonderful and amazing things about the series, how great the representation, the story, the writing is, and everything like that. So, can't wait. So, this is a package I got from Barnes & Noble. They had this deal going on for like 3 for $30 in their YA category, and I was like, why not? The first item I want to show you guys is this recycled film earthware that protects the books, and they make a really loud popping noise when you pop them. Like that. Alright, so the first book in the box is The Afterlife of Hollywood by Cynthia Hand. This cover is so beautiful. So again, this was like one of those Christmas reads I really wanted to pick up and read, but I never got the chance to. So I just ended up picking it up because $10. So I guess that's relatively cheap. The plot is very vague. It's about a girl who was visited by the 3 ghosts of Christmas present, past, and future. And she refuses to change her ways, so she dies. She now works in like the Dead Scrooge department or something like that. So she's like the latest ghost of the past. Yeah, that's pretty much all it says. She's working in this department. Nothing changes until one day something happens during the Christmas holiday season. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it, so not too sure how good this one is. Guess I'll just have to wait and see for myself. I do plan on reading this book, but I think I'll be saving it for the Christmas season. The next book that I got is Ink by Alice Broadway. Main reason why I got it is the freaking cover. It's so beautiful. And inside, this is the inside of the book. This is the book freaking naked. It's gorgeous. And all I know about this is that this girl, she lives in this town where her father is like a tattoo artist, and he has tattoos all over his body until he has this tattoo in the back of his neck that signifies that he's like this dangerous prisoner or something, and her whole life changes. So I heard it's like magical realism, and I'm all for that because magical realism is one of my favorite subcategories. I don't really know what genre it belongs to. Then again, haven't heard too much about this book. Mainly got it just for the cover, so cover porn, and no regrets. Last and not least, the book that I got in the Barnes & Noble box is The Crown's Fate by Evelyn Skye. This is book 2 in the Crown's Game duology, and I haven't read the first book yet, but I had to get the second one because I think I'll end up loving both of them. So the main series overall follows like these 2 enchanters who are competing in a duel in this tournament called the Crown's Game. Yeah, it's named after the tournament, duh. The reason why they want to compete is because they'll become like the king's like enchanter or the Tsar. A boy and a girl, obviously, conflict will arise. I think they'll fall in love, maybe, probably, and they won't kill each other, or plot twist if one of them does kill the other. I think that would be probably the biggest plot twist. I haven't heard too much about this series, and I've heard it's being compared to the Night Circus, and I'm like, nothing can compare to the Night Circus, and I understand there are some, like, elements, probably, between the two that are very similar. Like, we have 2, like, magic people who are dueling out in, like, this duel, this tournament, whatever. I heard the writing is really beautiful, and it's setting, like, in Russia, and, yeah, that's all I have to say for this duology. I also happened to meet Evelyn Skye at a book signing before, so I really liked her, and yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give her books a try. Alright, before we end this video, I'm gonna do a quick Page Habit unboxing. If y'all didn't know, I'm a Page Habit affiliate. I have a link down below that you guys can just click on. If you guys are interested, I also have a code that gives you $5 off your first box or free shipping, and all that down below in the description box below. So the first thing is a letter to the reader from the author. The first official item in the box is a bookmark. Again, can't go wrong with bookmarks. So if you didn't know what Page Habit is, it's basically a subscription service where every month they send you a select genre, and they have like over 7 different genres on their website. And a part of your purchase, they donate to children's literacy foundations all over the world, which I think is the best. And for this month, they're donating to Ethiopia. The next official item in the box is like the Talking Bubble sticky notes, which is really funny, and I always like sticky notes. I always keep them in books. Like, I don't like annotating in my books. I don't like writing it. Speaking of annotating, all the books that they send you are annotated by the author. Oh my gosh! And the next item is this beanie. That is so cool. That says Bookworm. Oh my gosh, this is the best. I love this. I absolutely love it, and you can bet that I'll be wearing it during the season because in California right now, it is like 40 to 50 degrees. It is cold as The next item is this pen that says Reach for the Stars. And I've been dying for a new pen because mine just recently ran out of ink at school. Is this a pen? Oh, it is a pen. It's a twisty pen. Again, in other boxes, they have like these little short stories that are submitted. So this little short story is Rip Van Winkle by Washington Ivering. Oh, I have read this before. Really long time ago. A childhood favorite. This month, I picked the YA box, and this book is The Apocalypse of Elena Mendoza. Huh. The main reason why I picked the YA box this month is because this book is being curated by a booktuber. Books and Lala. Can't say I've heard a lot about this book, but I do know the author. He's written a lot of books that a lot of people really like. He's written one that I know is like super famous, everyone really loves, and it's called We Are the Ants. This is his latest book, so a really quick glance at the blurb. It's about a girl who can basically create miracles, and she's the product of a virgin birth. Wow. Now I'm really interested in this. It's really long as well. And again, the book is annotated, and I think that sounds incredibly interesting. Can't say I'm a huge fan of the cover, but you know what they always say, the inside is what it counts. Alright guys, that is it for this February book haul. Please let me know down in the comments below what books you guys have read, or if you guys have read any of these books. All my page habits, information, and deets are in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys all soon with a new video. Goodbye.